just there, my little brother wants to race with you. You see Gerald, can you remind him that we need the... There he is. Feel hot? How are you doing, sir? Good.
It's parade time at Glade Speedway. Leading off the parade, the Central Machining Cleanup Truck, providing cleanup services week by week here at the Speedway. Our ambulance service provided by Local 275, Moncton Division, St. John Ambulance, and we appreciate their capable and well-trained volunteers. Providing towing service this afternoon, Taylor's Auto Body out of Salisbury. They also do general repairs on automobiles as well as towing. Our first race car on the track from the Sportsman Division, Roger Sears. The multi-radiator service, Seaside Chevrolet, Oldsmobile number 13. Dan Duke with a new paint job and some new sheet metal on car number 50. And the car number 1, Jim Duke, the Steel Mark Chevrolet. Also from the Sportsman Division, Bill McLean. Maritime Engine Technology, Chrysler LeBaron. In car number 7, Bob Charters, patriarch of the Charters family. And car number 75, Eugene Weagle from the Street Stock Division. Paul Wilkins is behind the wheel of car number 60, new paintwork on that automobile this afternoon. The River Glade Irving machine, car number 43 of Gary McLean next up. And in car number 5, the Moncton Dark Club, also bill driven by Mike Arsenault. In car number 59, the Gannett Service Station machine, Eric Brunn from the Street Stock Division, and also from the Street Stock Division, car number 68, Dave Harrison. In the 6, Terry Charters, Ripley's Used Cars machine. Driving car number 53, second generation driver Roy Conley, the Auto Service Repair machine, car number 53. And in car number 5 from the Street Stock Division, the Marshall Cabinet Chevrolet Chevelle of Steve Potter. Driving car number 47 from Shediac, the Pizza Shack machine, Ken Middington. And car number 8, the feature winner, 1995, the Homestead Restaurants Pontiac, driven by John Godfrey from Riverview. Driving car number 2, wishing a happy birthday to Liz Lewis, Charlie Lewis, in the latest roofing and siding machine. And in the 28, the R.K. Brazil Mac Tool Chevrolet Chevelle of Dave Oblinas. In car number 85, last week's feature winner in the Street Stock Division in the 200-lapper, Ken McKenzie, the Homestead Restaurant Oblinas Auto Body machine. Driving car number 44, the Ford Thunderbird, sponsored by Hollis Racing and Pro Signs, Jim Dunham. And in car number 92, Jim Beeman, the Pro Signs machine. In car number 18, in his rookie season, Brian McNaughton ran super strong, got a third place in the feature last night, Miramichi City Speedway. And in car number 12, Don Collette, the Faro Waste Disposal, Bernie the Painter machine. In car number 24, making his first voyage of 1995, Joel Parsons, the Parsons Enterprises machine. And in car number 78, Bob Boucher, the WestJet Atlantic Compressed Air Chevrolet. In car number 14, multi-time feature winner, the Bass Trash Auto Body Kit Auto Parts machine, driven by Dan Burke. Car number 18 in his rookie season, Tim Strait, the Acadia Auto Salvage Chevrolet. And car number 43 from Hampton Matthews. Driving car number 20, the Francis Plumbing and Heating Chevrolet out of the Shediac area, Azor Gallant. And car number 17, part of the two-car team of the Acadia Auto Salvage sponsored machines, Lee Strait behind the wheel. In the 00, sophomore driver of the River Glade Ultramar Chevrolet, Derek Smith. A serious traffic jam as we have a lot of cars on hand for this afternoon's performance. Making his appearance after several weeks' absence, the 09 automobile of Todd Turner, the citywide delivery machine. And a rookie driver, car number 3, the 3D Shell Convenience Alice Van Lyne's Oldsmobile, driven by Norm Dryden. Chevrolet Malibu of Dave Mullins. Car number 99, the Terra Nova Transport machine out of Petticodiac, Paul Jorgensen behind the wheel of the Monte Carlo. Steve Eman from Indian Mountain, and Todd Wilkins is in the 60, new paint job on that machine this afternoon. 10-lap qualifier for the Sportsman Division to set the field for the 50-lap feature. And then turn number 4, for the first time of the afternoon, we're going racing. I don't need that one, I'll be right back. inside battle down the back straightaway. Bennington on the inside, Laurie Cormier on the outside. Who will lead lap number 1? It's going to be Ken Bennington by a fender. Once again, Bennington on the inside through the 1-2 turn. Cormier on the outside. Nicholson looking for room in car number 4. And Lloyd Smurf-Grandin is on the move in the 0-2. Four-way battle for that top position. Bennington, Cormier, Nicholson, and Garnett. Norton Dryden now trying to move up in the fray, car number 3. And they try to stretch it out down the back straightaway. Bennington holding on the inside in the 47, trying to protect that lead. And Cormier looking for it on the outside. Cormier, that time your leader by a fender. Cormier doing a super job. Only his second time out here at Glade Speedway. The second generation driver and son of Adler Cormier in the 53. Fights back on the inside, down the back straightaway. Halfway flags will be up this time by. Out of turn number 4, we are 5 complete and 5 to go. On the 5th time around, Bennington, your clear leader. Nicholson now trying to move up on the inside of Cormier. Nicholson holds the second spot down the back straightaway. Garnett now taps the rear of the 53. Garnett now looks to the outside. The 0-2 of Garnett just a little loose in the turn area. And Ken Bennington now restless with Darrell Nicholson in the 4. Bennington, your leader. Nicholson in the second spot. Cormier back to 3rd, driving up to 4th. And Lloyd Garnett looking for that 4th position. Lloyd Garnett now takes over 4th of the 1-2 turn, driving back to 5th as the popsicle sticks come up. This time on a turn number 4 with Bennington as your leader. 2 to go. Well, Nicholson now going for the lead as Dryden takes it around in the 3-4 turn. White flag is down. Dryden spun out down in the infield area. Flag down with 1 to go. Dryden refires the 3D Shell Convenience Oldsmobile. And caution out on the Speedway with 1 to go.
354, the other that make up the 10 cars to the others.
So we got 2 to go. So we're only 8 complete and 2 to go. 8 down, 2 to go. Going back to the last completed lap, we are 8 down and 2 to go. So Bennington was your leader on lap number 8. So Bennington will take the pole on the restart. Nicholson will have to fight back on the outside. But the last thing Nicholson wanted to see happen was a caution because the central machining crew will head back to the garage area. Caution will remain out for 1 more lap as the cleanup truck heads back down the straightaway into the garage area. 2 to go, this time by. Starter Ken Bracelets will take you green out of turn number 4. They'll rev up to the 3-4 turn. Bennington on the point. 2 to go, this time with on racing. Nicholson now trying to recapture the lead in turn number 4. Bennington loose on the turn number 4. White flag is down. 1 to go this time by. Darrell Nicholson, your race leader. The Chrysler Power number 4 is your leader, stretching it out down the back straightaway. Bennington in 2nd, Cormier 3rd. Battle for 4th, Dryden and Lewis. Checkered flag. This time it's going to be for Darrell Nicholson. race winner. Takes the lead in the 4-car. Bennington settles for second in the 47. In third, Laurie Cormany in the 53. Coming home in fourth, the 30 of Aaron Lewis. In fifth, car number 3, Norm Dryden. In sixth position, Paul Jurgensen in the 99. In seventh, the 16. Excuse me, the 14 of Elsie. Matt Mitchell on the point of the 48. Eric Front outside the front row. 10-lap qualifier for the street stocks. We're going racing. Race leader in the 48, Charlie Lewis in the second spot, Brun in third in the 59. Matt Hughes now moving up on the outside of the 43. We go losing ground in the 75 as Chapel comes by on the inside. Matt Hughes in the second spot. Mitchell back to third as Bob Boucher looks to the outside in the 78. Boucher tries to run more time down the back straightaway, trying to put Mitchell away as Lewis leads in the 2. Halfway flags are up this time by 10 complete and 10 to go. 10 down, 10 to 5 down, 5 to go after this time by. The pace of the 25. Bob Cook struggling in the back of the pack of the 25 car. And now Matt Hughes challenges for the lead. Hughes down on the inside, looks under Charlie Lewis, can't quite put it together in the 3-4 turn. This time by, we are 8 complete and 2 to go. Takes it home for the win in the 43. The Hughes Home Construction Machine encompasses the line for the victory flag. He'll take his on lap around the Speedway. It's a good hand for Matt Hughes in the 43 out of Hampton, your race winner. of qualifying for the Budweiser late model sportsman division. The top three will go to the feature, and Don Collette is on the point in the 12. Outside the front row, Adam Pond in the 78. Inside row number 2, Jim Dunham in the 44. Outside, Brian McNaughton in the 18. The 42 inside of row number 3 is Steve Rogers. Outside, Al Snellgrove in the 22. The 92, Doug White. In car number 11 is Steve Whittington. The 50 is Dan Duke. Driving car number 11 is Jim Duke. The 09 is Todd Turner, and riding up the field and riding shotgun. In car number 93 is Phil Hubert out of Shediac.
What's that? Are you the card birdie?
I got cameras that help.
Well, second qualifier for the late model sportsman division. Budweiser points on the line. And then at turn number 4, we'll go green for 10 quick laps. Green flag is down, this time by. We'll go on racing. Tom Bannister to the tower, please. Tom Bannister to the tower, please. Don Collette, your early race leader in the 12. The Faro Waste Disposal Machine out in front, showing the way. Adam Pond in the second spot, Jim Dunham third, rookie Brian McNaughton in fourth, Rogers in fifth. Down the back straightaway as Philly Bear gets the 93 car out into turn number 2. And we stay green. Hubert crossways on the track, caution is out. Several cars scurrying to get by. And everyone makes it by without making contact with Philly Bear. Philly Bear was able to refire, but only made it onto the racing surface and caution out on the Speedway. Hubert refires one more time and hooks the Monte Carlo up down the back straightaway. Caution still out on the Speedway. Several cars anticipating the green early. Complete and 9 to go. Collette on the point for the restart. Green flag is up. They run up to the 3-4 turn, cut the miss at a 4 to go in racing. Messing it up with Adam Pond. Collette gets it around. And Dan Duke heads to the infield. Jim Duke crashes into the side of Don Collette on the back straightaway. The pressure is on to qualify for this afternoon's 50-lapper. So we'll slow them down into caution and try this all over again one more time as Jim Duke is out of his car checking on Don Collette. The Don is moving around fine over the car there, just a bit shaken up probably by that altercation. So we're under caution one more time. Two down and 8 to go. 2 laps complete and 8 to go. Jim Dunham on the point for the restart. Steve Rogers outside the front row. The top 3 will qualify. And right now, Dan Duke is the man on the bubble. Out of turn number 4, green flag is down one more time. We're going racing. Got him on the inside, Rogers on the outside. It is a side-by-side, door handle to door handle battle in turn number 4. Now makes the move down the back straightaway. Dunham coming back on the inside in the 44 car. And Steve Rogers has the lead down the front straightaway. Rogers now will try to close the door. Trying to work the Pontiac down to the inside lane, but it handles better up top. And the halfway flags will be up next time around. 5 complete this time by, and 5 to go. Five down, 5 to go. Steve Rogers out of Hampton, your race leader. Jim Dunham and Dan Duke battling for that second position. McNaughton is off the pace of the 18. Takes the Victory Lane Racing Apparel machine back to the garage area. Flat tire on the right front of Adam Pond, 78. And the Bob's Baco service machine will head for the infield area. Rogers, your race leader in the 42. Dan Duke up to the second spot. Jim Dunham in third. And Dunham now is the man in the bubble. Doug Wright trying to move up in the 92 with Jim Duke. The top 3 will qualify for the 50-lot feature. 2 to go this time by. We're 8 complete now and 2 to go. Tom Bannister, would you come to the tower, please? Tom Bannister to the tower, please. Flag down, 1 more lap to go. Rogers stretching out the lead. Dan Duke in second. Jim Dunham, the third qualified car. Battle for fourth now between Jim Duke and Doug Wright as the checkered flag falls. Thank you. So Steve Rogers in the 42, your race winner. That's it for the 42 automobile. Steve Rogers, your race winner, the Ed Floyd Excavating Hughes Home Construction Pontiac Grand Prix. To dedicate this win to Lynn Rogers, his mom, who's been recovering from some medical problems, so our congratulations go to Steve and his mom tonight, Lynn Rogers, and we send along greetings to her as well. So Steve Rogers takes his honor lap around the Speedway in the Ed Floyd Excavating Hughes Home Construction Pontiac. Let's hear it for him one more time as he comes to the line. Steve Rogers, your second qualifier winner. On the point. Josh Gosling, the strong run on the outside of the front row, struggled in last week's 200-lapper. Some serious handling problems on the 62, but they're back in fine form this afternoon. Azar Glant on the inside, Josh Gosling on the outside. 10-lap qualifier for the straight stock division as they press the citywide Courier Messenger points chase. Out of turn number 4, we're going green. Side-by-side battle down the front straightaway. Gosling by a fender out of turn number 2. And they head down the back straightaway. Glade slips back to second. Eric Smith up to third in the 0-0. Josh Gosling now trying to stretch out a lead to the Ideal Auto Body number 62. Glad slipping back a bit, but holding on to second as Swift challenges in the 0-0. Brian Quinlan now on the move in car number 9. So is Jim Beeman in the 92. Beeman looks to the outside of Smith. Beeman's 92 on the gas out of turn 2. Smith off the pace of the 0-0. Tough break for the River Glade area drivers. We approach the halfway mark. Some obvious mechanical problems on the 0-0. They had their problems last week, fell out of the first half of the feature as one of the lead cars. And Smith goes back to the garage area. Josh Gosselin now stretching on the lead. It's about a 10-car length lead over Azor Glade. Glade now being challenged by Jim Beeman in the 92. And Dave O'Blinis is on the move in the 28. Gosselin all by himself. The rest of the pack all bunched up. 7 cars going at it for that second position, all the way from Jim Beeman to Herman Berry Jr. This is going to be a tough one to score. Beeman now takes over the second spot. Relinquishes his head back to third. David Lewis is up on the outside. There's 1 to go. This time by white flag is down. 1 lap remaining. 9 complete, 1 to go, this time by Josh Gosselin, cruising to victory as the rest of the pack struggles for that second position. Jim Beeman now in that spot, David Blinis in third. Checkered flag is down, Gosselin takes it home. The battle is for second, Beeman takes it. Blinis to third, Dan Burke moves up for fourth, Azor Glade finishes in fifth. Blinis in third. Dan Burke moved up to fourth, Azor Glade settled for fifth. And coming to the line, your race winner, ladies and gentlemen, in the 62, Josh Gosselin. So we'll go to the feature of this round. And we had some great young people up in the tower here a while ago, and they'd like to send out good luck and best wishes to John Godfrey in car number 8. Devin Godfrey, Natasha, and Jillian Godfrey all sending out special wishes to John Godfrey, car number 8, as he tries to qualify from this round. In car number 5, inside row 2, is Mike Arstow. Outside, Tim Rogers in the 33, John Godfrey in the 8. And on the turn 4, we're going to go racing. McLean doing battle down the back straightaway. Billy on the inside, Gary on the outside. Billy McLean by a bumper leads lap number 1, and down the back straightaway, Gary McLean gets the advantage on the outside. Pontiac on the outside, Chrysler LeBaron on the inside. McLean now, your race leader, Billy McLean in second. Rogers is on the move in the 33. Mike Arstow right there in the 5. The top 4 will qualify from this round. Joel Parsons struggling a little in the back of the pack in the 24, his first outing for 1995. Gary McLean is short on the coals down the front straightaway. Bill McLean continues in second. Tim Rogers third. Mike Arstow is the man on the bubble because the top 4 will qualify from this round. Halfway flags are up this time by McLean, your leader in turn number 4. McLean, Billy McLean, Tim Rogers, Mike Arstow, the top qualified cars. The 55 of Dave Mullins would like to take over that 4th and final qualifying position. John Godfrey is well on the outside in the 8th. Top 606 are up. We are incomplete. And 2 to go. 8 down, 2 to go. Gary McLean trying to take it home. The top 4 will qualify, and Mike Arstow is the man on the bubble being challenged by the 55 of Dave Mullins. The white flag is down. Mullins, a two-time feature winner in 1995, trying to take that last qualifying position from Mike Arstow. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Checkered flag from Ken Brace. This time it's going to be Gary McLean. Will McLean will come home to second. Rogers qualifies in the 33 car. So does Mike Arstow in the 5. So Don Frazee is the winner of the 50-50 draw from the Salisbury Lions Club. Takes home $308.50. Don Frazee, your winner in the 50-50 draw. And we thank all of you for participating in this draw. And by the way, 50% of the funds goes to the winner, 50% to the Salisbury Lions Club, and no funds are retained by the Speedway. So Gary McLean takes his auto lap. So McLean now qualified for the Hub City Auto Paints and Supplies 50-lap feature, along with Tim Rogers, Bill McLean, and Mike Arstow. So the winner head for one more time, Gary McLean, your race winner. On the point of the 48, Eric Braun outside the front row. 10-lap semi-final qualifier for the straight stock division. Citywide Courier points on the line. We're going racing out of number 4. In number 2, Charlie Lewis involved, also Brian Chapel in the 68. Several other cars get by relatively unscathed. A full program of racing activity coming up 1 week from tonight. Representing Hub City Auto Paints and Supplies, and this afternoon Glade Speedway. 3 kinds of Jerry Porter night. 48 automobile on the gas. Green flag is down. I'm going to try it one more time. Mitchell in the 48, your race leader. Eric Braun on the outside of the 59. Hughes looking for room in the 43. A little loose in the 48 as Ron challenges on the outside. Charlie Lewis looking for room in car number 2, and Boucher moves up on the outside in the 78. Nickerson making his way back into the garage area in the 22 car. Trying to get up to speed one more time. He's gone at least a lap down as Mitchell leads him around in the 48. That's Mitchell, your race leader. On the inside, Braun on the outside. Braun challenging now down the front straightaway. Braun pretty smooth on the outside as Power gets loose. A little help from the 68 car. And Power gets it under control one more time as Mitchell gives up the lead at the halfway mark. Braun loose out of turn number 4. Lots of power in that 59 car. And Mitchell comes back up the inside in the 48. Eric Braun now is on the move. We're clear leader into turn number 3. And Bob Boucher moves to the outside. Mitchell loose one more time in the 48. Your race leader now. Bob Boucher challenges on the outside. Boucher on the outside, Braun on the inside, and Boucher takes the lead of turn number 2. And all the D&B racing fans are all excited down here in front of the tower, and Bob Boucher is your leader. Bob Boucher, Eric Braun, Mac Mitchell, your top three. Charlie Lewis challenging for that third position. And Matt Hughes looking through. They go 3 wide to the 3-4 turn. You just can't do that, but they're doing it anyway. 3 wide action as Power gets it around. They all make it through. And Power all by himself spins out the 94. This is the slip and slide street stock division. Bob Boucher, your race leader. Eric Flood in second. Charlie Lewis now up to third. Checkered flag for Bob Boucher. Flood will come on to second. Lewis in third. Mitchell settles for fourth, and Matt Hughes is fifth. Some great 3-wide action there. The slip and slide street stock division as Bob Boucher takes it home. Here he comes to the victory lane. The Notre Dame driver, Bob Boucher, your race winner. And all the DMB racing fans said, that's just great. They're real excited down here in front of the tower. Got their shirts on and everything. So Bob Boucher takes his honor lap as we line up for Sportsman Semi-Qualifier number 1. And the two-up crew is doing their duty over in turn number 3. Bob Boucher, checkered flag in hand, the Atlantic Compressed Air Rust Check Signworks machine. We still have a few programs left if you haven't had the opportunity. Burnham on the point, 10-lap semi-final qualifier. Green flag is down, we're going racing. Race leader, Burnham in second, Paul Jorgensen third, Brian Mountain up to fourth, Paul Lodge in fifth. Aaron Lewis now trying to stretch out the lead to the Riverview truck repair machine. Burnham in second, Jorgensen now being challenged by Adam Pond. Pond goes to work on the inside of the 78. Doing a super job there on the inside of Paul Jorgensen, trying to take that position. They go 3 wide in the 1-2 turn. Burnham in the middle, Jorgensen on the outside, Paul on the bottom. And Brian Monott now moves up into the fray as well. And Paul comes with the victor for that second position. Monott now moves up the inside out Burnham. Halfway flags are up with 5 complete and 5 to go. Sure race leader Adam Pond up to second, Brian Monott in third. Boy, Garnett's shaking out the 0-2 automobile. Popsicle sticks are up as this time by. We're 8 complete and 2 to go. 8 down, 2 to go. Aaron Lewis, your race leader. The Riverview Truck Center machine out in front showing the way. Adam Pond doing a super job in second spot. Brian Martin in third. Flag this time by, it's going to be for Aaron Lewis. qualify. Aaron Lewis in the 30. The 78 of Adam Pond and the 18 of Brian Monotton all qualified. Here's your winner, ladies and gentlemen, the Riverview Truck Center machine, Aaron Lewis in the 30. So Jorgensen does not make the cut in the 99, finishing in 4th. Nor Elsie Beeman in the 14, who finished in 5th. So Aaron Lewis takes his honor lap around the Speedway in the Riverview Truck Center Chevrolet Malibu number 30. It's back to Victory Lane. 61 is Terry Trombley. In car number 10, it's Herman Berry Jr. Once again, a 10-lap semi-final qualifier for the street stock division. Citywide Courier Messenger points on the line for this event as they quest the 1995 driving title. Once again, there are a few current programs for sale down at the front gate. If you haven't got yours yet and still want the opportunity to do so.
61 looks like Keith Hardy's old car.
Green flag should be up this time line of turn 4, and we are going to go racing. Side action out of turn 4. They race down the front straightaway. Glade on the inside, Goslin on the outside. Chevrolet versus Chevrolet battle for that top position. Goslin looking for his second win on the afternoon. Glade back to second. Derek Smith strong in third. Oblinas now looks to the outside of Smith in the 28 car. And the 9 of Brian Quinlan lies high, wide and handsome right up next to the wall. Quinlan taking the high road through the turns as Goslin tries to stretch it out down the back straightaway. Josh Goslin, your race leader. Azor Gallant in second. Oblinas now up to challenge on the outside. David Oblinas is on the move. Halfway flags are up this time around with 5 complete and 5 to go. 5 to go. Oblinas challenges, puts the fender into Goslin. David Oblinas gets by on the inside. Goslin running in it back to second. Azor Gallant giving way on that third position to Derek Smith. Dave Oblinas down the back straightaway. The Mac Tools machine up front, showing the way. Goslin in second, Smith in third. A battle for fourth. Potter on the outside, Glade on the inside. The second-year driver in the 28 is out front, showing the way out of turn number 4. The right flag this time by one more time around. 9 complete and 1 to go. We're 9 down and 1 to go. Flag for David Oblinas. Goslin comes from the second. Smith in third. Potter for fourth. Dan Burke captures the top 5. So Burke takes it home for fifth, and Oblinas takes it for the win. 28 car. this is top 4 again, right? Top 3? All of us? Yeah. Cool. And I can't do that. I can't say that doesn't have fire. Yeah. So, I can say the little page on it. I can't say the best. Tatum Lewis comes to the line with his victory in the 28 automobiles. Is Roger Sears. Bob Charters in the 7, and Joel Parsons in the 24, shotgun on the field. 10 laps, semi-final qualified, the top 4 will go to the feature, and we're going racing. Snellgrove on the inside, right on the outside, side by side, door handle, and turn number 4. Struggling to hold on to that top position, both in the right or loose on the turn 4. Snellgrove in a Ford on the inside, Buick on the outside. So it's a GM Ford battle in the front row. With the lead down the back straightaway, right almost kisses the wall of turn 2. Bennington up on the inside in the 11, takes over the second spot. Once more, the top 4 will qualify. Snellgrove loose. The 11 car comes together and Jim Duke hits the wall. So it looks like one of the caution out on the Speedway. The 7 car is trying to recover from that altercation. And caution is out on the Speedway. White taking advantage of the situation, moves up to first, but going back to the last completed lap, he'll have to give that up. As Jim Duke gets it around and smacks the wall in turn number 2. Caution out on the Speedway. 4 laps complete and 6 to go, with 4 down and 6 to go. Taking home the Sportsman feature win, while the street stock went to George Lloyd in the car number 6. Al Snellgrove on the point for the restart, slow on the gas. It's going to be a ragged start in the turn 4. Caution will remain out on the Speedway. There's several cars not coming up to speed. Snellgrove, some obvious trouble getting up through the gears in the 22 car. So we'll try this one more time. Starter Ken Brace will give him the green next time by. Al Snellgrove on the point, Bennington on the outside. It's Doug White and Todd Turner in row number 2. 4 down, 6 to go out of turn 4. One more time we're going racing. Once again, your race leader, Bennington in the second spot, Turner in third. Right now, on the bubble, about to give way to Ken McKenzie. Halfway flags up this time by with 5 complete and 5 to go. Al Snellgrove, Steve Bennington, Todd Turner, and Ken McKenzie are qualified at this juncture. Ken McKenzie would like to move further up in the order and get off the bubble. Doug White trying to move back up into 92, so is Dave Mullins in the 55. Next time by will be 8 completed, 2 to go as the popsicle sticks her up for Ken Brace. 8 down, 2 to go this time by. Right flag right there, turn number 4, Al Snellgrove, your leader. Bennington in the second spot, McKenzie in third, Turner, and Turner almost turns around the 85 of Ken McKenzie. They straighten each other out, and Dave Mullins is moving to the outside of Todd Turner. Mullins looking for that final transfer spot for the feature. Checkered flag down. Snowball takes it home. Whittington, McKenzie, and Turner qualifies. And Mullins will have to come to the last chance round, as Mullins did not make the cut for the feature. Well, Snowgrove will take his honor lap around the Speedway, the ideal nut for Silver Knight Exhaust Canadian Liquid Air Machine. Also sponsored by Maritime Engine Technologies, the Ford Thunderbird number 22. Snowgrove, your race winner. Consolation round for the qualified cars. We'll have Steve Biddington on 4. The 42 inside row number 3 is Steve Rogers, outside the 50 of Dan Duke. Inside row number 4, Bill McLean in the 40, outside Gary McLean in the 43. And rounding up the field, Tim Rogers in the 33 and the 5 of Mike Arsenault. So we're going to have one more time for your race winner, Al Snowgrove of the Maritime Engine Technology Silver Knight Exhaust. Number...
No, I didn't run down the
Bennington on the point, Cormier on the outside of the front row. And at 4, we're going to go racing. Bennington on the inside, Cormier on the outside. Tight back down the back straightaway. 10 fastest cars of the evening do battle for Budweiser points. Bennington by a fender out of turn number 2. Cormier trying to fight back on the outside. Nicholson looking for room in the 4. And Jim Dunham on the outside with no race to go. And Dunham doing battle for that top position. Nicholson looking for room, and Duke moving up on the outside of the 50. Staying in tight formation as they head down the front straightaway one more time. Tight back of late model sportsman cars as they quest Budweiser points. And this consolation round, Cormier now with the lead, but a little loose out of turn number 4, trying to hang on to it. Looking for his first checkered flag of his career, as Jim Dunham now moves up to the second spot in the double 4. Roy Cormier out in front, showing the way. Jim Dunham in the second spot, down up to third. And Cormier gives way as Dunham slips down to the inside. Puts a super move on Cormier. Wasted no time taking advantage of that situation, and Jim Dunham is your leader. 47 of Bennington goes sliding to the infield. Back out of the track one more time. And points the Pizza Shack entry down the back straightaway. 2 to go, this time by. Rogers in trouble in the 33. And Dan Duke now challenging Jim Dunham. Duke looks to the outside. Gary McLean moving up to the play as well. White flag down, one more lap to go. Half a lap to go as Jim Dunham heads down the back straightaway. Super battle for second, McLean and Duke. And the checker flag will be down. It's going to be for Jim Dunham. McLean will come on to second, Duke in third. Cormier for fourth, and Arsenault caps out the top 5. Division driver. He also sponsored by River Glade Ultramar, Pro Signs, and Bob's Paint Shop out of Hadlock. The Ford Thunderbird number 44 of Jim Dunham taking his auto lap around the Speedway. Hard-fought victory, wide of turn 2. one more time, your race winner, Jim Dunham in the 44. Burnham on the point to the 94. Rookie Norm driving outside the front row. 15 laps of competition. Top three will qualify to turn number 4. We're going to go racing. On the inside, driving on the outside into turn 4. Driving way up on the wall, the 1-2 turn. Hangs on, and Burnham works back on the inside of the 94. Burnham trying to hold on to that top position. And Burnham has a back winner in turn number 4. Burnham, your race leader, Jorgensen, now moves up for the second spot, driving back to third. Doug Wright is fourth. The top three will qualify. Burnham, your leader. Several cars come together in the front straightaway. LZ Beeman in the 14, the 6 of Terry Charters. And caution is out on the Speedway. Complete of this 15-lap distance, 3 down and 12 to go. We're 3 down and 12 to go. So we'll realign the field, try it all over again one more time. Once again, don't forget, coming up on August the 19th and 20th, big double weekend of racing excitement here at River Glade Speedway. The 31st International on Saturday evening, twin 75s for the straight stock division. Lots of qualifying action as well. Then on Sunday night at 6 o'clock on the 20th, the 31st International for the Sportsman Division, twin 100 features for the late model Sportsman Division. Lots of great qualifying action as well. So we'll realign this field, 3 complete and 12 to go. We'll try it all over again one more time. Like to send along birthday greetings to Joel Parsons, who drives car number 24 out there in action tonight. Having a big birthday coming down, 12 to go. Little feature for the late model Sportsman Division. Another turn number 4, one more time. We're going to go racing. Norm Dryden takes over the top spot. Doug White moves up to second. The top 3 will qualify. Doug White now looks to the inside in the 92. Pride fighting back on the outside. Jim Duke up to third. Terry Charters is fourth. And Duke is the man on the bubble. Charters now looks to the outside. Norm Dryden doing a super job in the top side of the track. The White fights back on the inside in the 92. Right on the inside, Dryden on the outside. Jim Duke in third, and Duke is the man on the bottom and right through him on turn number 4. Altercation down in the infield area. As Doug White continues to lead by a fender on turn number 4. to that top position, right on the inside, driving on the outside. Complete and 5 to go. We're 10 down, 5 to go. Working lap 11 this time around. White, your leader by a fender, trying to do a super job on the outside. Right now, I'm going to put young Todd Wilkins a lap down in the 60s. It's off the pace of mechanical problems with the 60 car. He'll head back to the garage as White leads the by with 2 to go. 13 complete, 2 to go. Doug White, your leader, driving in the second spot. Terry Charters now up to third, and he is the man of the bubble. Jim Duke looking for that final transfer spot. Charters on the outside has it. White, 1 down, 1 to go. White flag is down, 14 complete and 1 to go. White for the win, driving for second. I tell you who got third, it was real close at the line. So Doug White takes it home for the win. Driving the second spot, Speedway. Doug White out of Moncton in the 92 car, the Hillcrest Towing and Recovery Machine. Takes one of the transfer spots. Bannister to the tower, please. Tom Bannister to the tower, please. Mitchell on the point. Boucher outside the front row at a turn number 4. We're going to go racing. Slide straight stock division. Matt Mitchell, your leader. Matthews on the outside. To the 1-2 turn. Chapel in the 68 get crossed up a bit of the wall. Gets underway one more time, and Lewis struggles in car number 2. Gets a little sideways. Well, slip and slide, 3 wide action, street stock division. Legal off the pace in the 75, parks it in the infill area. Again, they are 3 wide through the 1-2 turn. Boucher gets hung up on the outside of the 78 and falls back in the field. Boucher got drop kicked. And caution is out on the Speedway. We have some debris on the track, so caution out on the Speedway. Loftus Street in the Moncton Industrial Park, your headquarters for all your automotive auto body supplies. We are 5 complete, 15 to go as the Taylor's auto body hook makes its way on the track, possibly to assist Bobby Cook in the 25. Some serious heating problems, I believe, in that automobile. Cook out to check under the hood. Just don't pull the rad cap off, Bob. Jet stock feature. Now, one more time, Matthews, your leader. Matthews trying to stretch out the lead one more time. Mitchell in the second spot, Azar Glade in the 20, and Azar Glade is on the move. Together with the 5 out of the middle fodder. As they do battle, everyone gets straightened out. Now a little bit of torn sheet metal on the right front of the 94 car as he moves back under fodder in the mid-pack. Glade now doing it follows back Mitchell. Glade on the outside, Mitchell on the inside as Hughes continues to lead in the 43. Pretty straight making his way back out of the garage area. Glade trying to move from third to second spot as Mitchell holds on to second. Halfway flags are up, 7 complete and 8 to go. Take that 10 down, 10 to go. And Potter is off the pace in the 5, flat tire on the Marshall Cabinets machine as he heads back to the garage area. Tough break for Potter in the 5. Was running in the top 10. Takes it around in turn number 4. Tough break for the Notre Dame area driver. As Matthews continues to lead, Boucher back in the play trying to make up ground in the Sideworks machine. Lots of action here in the slip and slide straight stock division. Several cars swapping fenders on the front straightaway. Everybody's still running. Can you believe it? And caution is out on the Speedway. Tom back Bannister, would you bring the ballot box to the tower, please? Tom, would you bring the ballot box to the tower, please? Tom does a great job for us here week by week, and we appreciate Tom Bannister, our chief gaffer here at the Speedway. And we hope you got your ballot in the ballot box, because we're going to draw a junior fan's name here momentarily, and someone's going to get a trip around the track with their favorite driver this afternoon. Start. And we'll kill this roving reporter deal and try to get back to the tower. Azor Galette on the point for the restart. Schwarzkopf on the outside. 7 laps to go to turn 4. We're going to go racing. On the inside, Josh Gosling on the outside. Gosling looking for his second feature win. Glade looking for his first here at Glade Speedway in 1995. David Lewis in the hunt as well in third. Battle for that top position. It's door handle to door handle, side by side of the turn number 4. But Spruce to the inside. 3 wide action down the front straightaway. Joslin cracks the wall up in turn number 1. Skids it all the way around. And Oblina's trying to take over the lead down the back straight. And Gosling, can you believe it, is still running. Gosling trying to get into the garage area with 2 to go. Gosling tries to refire and does make it to the garage area. David Oblina, show race leader in the 28. Trying to nose up the second. Galette slips all the way back to 5th. And caution is out on the Speedway. So they went 3 wide into the 1-2 turn, and that is real tough to do, as Josh Gosling found out. And smacked the wall. So we're kind of unsure if he can go the distance. Something possibly rubbing on the right rear tire. Flat on the pole and on the move. Gosling one more time is off the pace. Looks like the right rear is going down that car. Power down in the infield in the 94. And Gosling has gone to the garage here with a flat tire in the right rear. Glade, your race leader. Herman Barry up to second. Beeman in third. White flag is down. 1 more lap to go. In the wall, and Barry takes over the lead. Tough break for the Shediac area driver. And Galette continues with the right front car. Checkered flag is going to be for Herman Barry Jr. Beeman will come home to second, Brennan in third. So surprise, surprise, surprise. as Azor Glade loses the right front tough break, but Herman Berry took advantage of it and took the win in the 10. So Herman Berry Jr. will take his auto lap around the Speedway. So taking his auto lap around the Speedway, car number 10, Herman Berry Jr. We'll get him back to line, get a couple of words with him. The fans up there in the grandstand cheering for you.
Well, I guess that's what helps you, keeps you going.
I couldn't believe it. The 20 car lost the wheel going to number 2. You know what's happening there?
I noticed that he was starting to push a little bit, but
You have no other indication other than that?
it's a great track to race at. But it's a long ways from the back to the front.
You got that right, but you did this afternoon. Once again, it's a good half for Herman Berry Jr., your feature winner in the street stock division. We're going to get Jerry Porter to come out and make the presentation. Jim Dunham. The 18, Brian McNaughton. The 42 is Steve Rogers. 23, Al Snowgrove. The 11 is Steve Biddington. In the 50, it's Dan Duke. The 09 is Todd Turner. The 40 is Bill McLean, and the 43 is Gary McLean. 33 is Tim Rogers. In the 85, it's Ken McKenzie. The 92 is Doug Wright. The 3 is Norm Dryden. In the 5, Mike. 50 laps to the checkered flag. Starter Ken Brace and assistant starter Steve Pettipaw look the field over. We shall get a green next time by. Revving up to the 3-4 turn. 50 feature laps. We're going to go racing. And over now we're going to get a caution flag. Several cars trying to hard job to come to a stop as the 5 car was unable to come up to speed on the back straightaway. So let's take them around one more time and try it all over again. Arsenault struggling in the back of the black caution, still out on the Speedway. And Dan Duke anticipated a green flag and had to head down to the inside with the newly reskinned Buick Regal, number 50. Snellgrove and Biddington in row number 5. Green flag, this time on for 50 laps. We're going to go racing. On the inside, Cormy is on the move on the outside. Aaron Lewis in the 30 car moves up to take over that second position from Biddington. And Cormier leading in the 53. Aaron Lewis in second. Jim Dunham in the 4 and up to third. Steve Rogers in the 42 is making some time as well. Generation driver, Larry Cormier, your race leader. Aaron Lewis in second, Jim Dunham is third, Rogers is fourth, Steve Biddington in fifth. Bennington is falling back in the field in the 47 as Snellgrove is boxed in behind him. Snellgrove in the 22 with no place to go. Bennington gets it around, tags the 22 on the way around. And Bennington refires the 47, but he is blocking the track, so caution will be out on the Speedway. Cormier's heading for him. And everybody gets it pulled down in time. A scary moment over there at turn number 2 is Bennington attempting to right the car back in competition, got crossways of the track. He has refired the 47 car. The caution is out on the Speedway. Snellgrove has gone to the garage area after the 47 car made contact just before the spin. Got into the left rear quarter panel of the 22 car, and Snellgrove stars of the media and other areas of endeavor will take their turn at the wheel here. That's August the 6th. Then, of course, on the August 19th, 20th weekend, the 31st International. Roy Cormier on the point on a turn number 4. One more time, we'll go in racing. Back in competition in the 5, but still having a struggle to come up to speed. Bennington way off the pace, and the 47 is slowed down to the back straightaway. And Ron shotgun on the field as Laurie Cormier leads them down the back straightaway. Aaron Lewis in second, Jim Dunham third, Steve Rogers fourth, and Steve Bennington caps out the top 5. Up into the 30 of Aaron Lewis, they come together. Both get away safely, but Lewis loses a lot of ground in the 30 car. And Dunham continues in second. Steve Bennington up to third. Rogers back to fourth, and Adam Pond is in the 5th position. Bennington in the 47 way off the pace of Pizza Hut machine. Rookie driver is your leader in the 53. Jim Dunham in second, Steve Bennington third, Steve Rogers in fourth. Adam Pond being challenged now for that 5th position. Gary McLean takes it over in turn number 4. And Gary McLean now up to the 5th position. Pond loose in the 78, almost makes contact with the 43. And Bennington falls further back in the pack as he gets lapped by the rear markers. Cormier, the second-generation driver in his rookie season, is your race leader. Steve Middleton up to second. Jim Dunham third. Rogers in fourth. And Aaron Lewis gets it around in the 1-2 turn. Following the 92 of White, and caution is out on the Speedway. Lewis is able to refire the Riverview Truck Center Malibu, but the caution is already out on the Speedway. Larry Cormier, your race leader, Steve Middleton on the outside. 18 down, 32 to go as we go green one more time. Out of turn number 4, one more time, we're going to go racing. On the outside, Cormier on the inside. Side-by-side battle for this 50-lap feature win. Now giving way a little bit to Middleton up in turn number 4. Middleton, but Cormier comes back and leads that lap. Cormier doing a super job on the inside, as is Middleton on the outside. Middleton now by a fender down the back straightaway. Saw a battle for that top position between Laurie Cormier and Steve Middleton, and now Steve Rogers in the 42 is on the move. Middleton trying to get far enough ahead to close down in the lower groove, and Cormier struggling to hold on the inside. Nicholson and driving it crossed up in turn number 2. Caution out on the Speedway. Doug White comes to a smoking halt in the front straightaway. Terry Charters having to take evasive action down to the infield. The 4 of Darrell Nicholson gets crossed up. She'll get a green this time around. Middleton on the point and on the gas. And we're going to go racing. Cormier is a long way around this time, and Middleton pulls her out of turn number 2. Rogers now up to a second spot. Steve Rogers is on the move. Halfway flags this time by 25 down, 25 to go. Charters takes a spin out of the infield. The 09 of Todd Turner involved. As Charters digs up the dirt in the infield area off turn number 3. Todd Turner involved as well in the 09. Some serious sheet metal damage to the front of that car. Front fascia pulled off the Oldsmobile 09. Charters refires the Ripley's auto sales machine. Turner a little less fortunate in the 09. And it looks like the towing service will have to take care of him. Steve Middleton, your race leader in car number 11, the Shediac Brakes Ed's auto body machine. McKenzie and Lori Cormier in row number 2. It'll be Jim Dunham and Gary McLean in row number 3. 25 Speedway, that's on September the 4th. If you like demolition derbies, we got another one coming up on September the 4th. 25 down, 25 to go. Bennington on the point and on the gas. On turn number 4, we're going to go racing. McKenzie now challenging on the inside at car number 85. Bennington trying to hold on the outside. His car handles extremely well in the high grooves, so McKenzie has got his work cut out for him. But takes him by a fender down the back straightaway. Watch Bennington come up on the outside and the high side. Ken McKenzie, your clear leader with Steve Rogers now challenging Bennington. Bennington holds him off down the back straightaway. Bennington doing a super job on the outside. Loose in the 1-2 turn, takes it around. The Shediac brakes machine down into the infield. Green flag will stay out on the Speedway. And Bennington refires the 11. Rogers up to second. Ken McKenzie, your leader. And McKenzie now trying to stretch out the lead. Cormier in the 53 falling to the rear of the pack. Definitely off the performance of the earlier laps. And Ken McKenzie now trying to stretch out the lead. Steve Rogers in the 42 in second spot. Dan Duke up to third. Dunham in fourth. A battle for fifth between Adam Bond and Tim Rogers. McKenzie, Steve Rogers, Dan Duke, Jim Dunham, and Tim Rogers, your top 5. Rogers now trying to take over that 4th position from Jim Dunham. This time by 14 to go. 36 down, 14 to go. Off to face some serious mechanical problems to the Hollis Racing entry, and he will park the Ford Thunderbird number 44 in the infield area. 41 this time by. Ken McKenzie, your race leader. Steve Rogers in the second spot. Brad Duke continues in third with Tim Rogers right on his rear bumper in fourth position. Now doing battle with lap traffic. About to put the 3 cars on, drive the lap down. Just put Darrell Nicholson a lap down in the 4. McKenzie will look to the outside of Darrell Grant. Complete and 4 to go. This time by 46 down, 4 to go. Dunham refires the Hollis Racing entry, and Dunham is back in the fray one more time, and he's got several laps down to the leaders. Ken McKenzie now about to put early leader Laurie Cormier a lap down. McKenzie now looks to the outside of Laurie Cormier, and the early race leader will go a lap down. White flag this time by with 49 complete and 1 to go. 49 down, 1 to go. Ken McKenzie trying to cruise to victory as they head down the back straightaway for the final time. Will lap traffic play into this? Will Rogers be able to take it over? Final time at a turn number 4. For the lead, Ken McKenzie. Rogers will come home to second. Dan Duke for third. Tim Rogers for fourth. And Bill McLean will cap out the top 5. So Bill McLean comes home in fifth. Tim Rogers in fourth, Dan Duke third. Second place went to Steve Rogers. And your race winner as he comes to line at car number 85, Ken McKenzie. So McKenzie will take a Polish victory lap in the 85. Ken McKenzie takes the Polish victory lap in the 85 car. And we'll have Jerry Porter down here on hand to help make the presentation for the good folks at Hub City Auto Paints and Supplies. And of course, Hostess Frito-Lay will be your sponsors next week here at the Speedway. We'll get over and get a couple of words with Ken McKenzie as soon as the official presentation and picture taking is over. For Ken McKenzie, his second feature win of 1995, taking on the 50-lap victory here in the Hub City Auto Paints and Supplies feature. McKenzie, Ken's second win for 1995 Super Drive. Congratulations.
Thanks very much.
You had your hands full there for a while dealing with some of these early leaders, but they went away and you took it over. Did a super job. Any serious challenge coming from your second place, Steve Rogers?
This was like last week. They're all on their way.
Last thing you wanted to see was a restart, right?
Well, I'll tell you, at the end of her, we folded the mirror up.
Just put them totally out of your mind, eh?
Gone.
Way to go.
I want to get a picture with you. I've never.
That's my dad. He needs a picture.
And we have Ken McKenzie Sr. on hand. Going to get his picture taken with his dad. Silver job by the Homestead Restaurant, Appalachia Glass Machine. Of course, Ken has a couple other sponsors on the car. We'll get around here. Hillcrest Towing and Recovery, as well as the Blenus Auto Body. Some of the sponsors in this automobile. And Mac Tools as well.
Dedicate that Keith.
And the reason for the Polish victory lap there, by the way, is Ken would like to dedicate this win to Keith Harnish, who drove number 61 in the Dukes Division for several years. We miss him, and we just like to dedicate this race to the memory of Keith Harnish.
Here comes your pay.